Hi, and this is Mike Garner from MrMikeGarner.com, coming exclusively to you for your personal growth and spiritual development. And this is just another short presentation and nugget of wisdom to help you overcome the obstacles that stand in the way of your health, happiness and success. And today is the 17th of August 2017. So whenever you're watching this, everything that I'm going to say still applies. But the reason that I'm telling you that date is because we're halfway through. When I say we're, I mean my group, my Mike Body Spirit group, halfway through a review of everything that we've done as a community from January 2017. So we've had January, February, March, April, May, June, July. And in those 7 months, there's been training, there's been development, growth, discussed concepts, ways of becoming more than you're taught in traditional education. I'm giving people inspiration, shamanic knowledge, Gnostic wisdom, and bang up to date CBT, cognitive behaviour therapy, NLP, hypnosis and self-hypnosis techniques, a load of mind, body, spirit stuff that gets the best out of your mind, your brain, your body, your emotions, your life and your physical health. And if you're watching this in my group, then look back at everything that you've learned and use August to consolidate that learning. If you're watching this and you're not in that group, and it's not August and it's maybe, 2025, then you can look at some of the stuff that I post on Vimeo for free and YouTube for free and maybe glean some wisdom from that. Or you can simply phone me or my daughter Kat Garner, connectwithkatgarner.co.uk. Just Google Kat Garner, Katgarner, and up she'll come. And we can help you get this knowledge, work with this knowledge, grow and develop with this knowledge. Because this knowledge isn't just for interest and fascination, even though it's interesting and fascinating. It's for growth, development, so that you can realise your true potential. You're capable of having more, being more and doing far more in your life. And during August, we're reviewing goal setting. Now, I've been to all sorts of networking groups and business schools, psychological assessment processes that are quite difficult, Machiavellian, complicated. And I ask 3 questions. What do you want to have in your life? What do you want to be in your life? And what do you want to do in your life? And I've asked my group, my community, my light workers to decide what they want to have, be and do in their life, for the life, in the life. And why do I do that? It's because if you get what you want, if you get what you deserve, then you feel excellent, you feel epic. And only when you feel epic and excellent will you have perfect health. Health comes from thoughts of positivity and balance. All healing is balance. And if you've got balance in your life and you're pleased and eased, getting what you want, and you've got a smile on your face, that smile on your face, that positivity radiates from you and affects the space around you and everybody that comes into that space around you. So you can have a massive effect on everybody else, and we'll talk about that towards the middle of this presentation. But as far as you're concerned, you want to get out of your day, out of your week, out of your year, out of your life, everything that you're capable of getting. You deserve the best, and you should never settle for anything but the best. And one of the top goals, in my opinion, that should be top of the hit parade is that you want to live a long, healthy life. And anything that you're doing currently that is inhibiting and limiting your longevity, how long you live and how healthy you are in the moment today, you should control, stop, and you should start doing things that will lengthen your life. There's a beautiful expression in Thailand which is Jai Yin Yin. And Jai Yin Yin means slow your heart down. It's not calm down, It's slow your heart down. If you slow your heart down, you'll find that your mind will calm down, your immune system will come back online, your metabolism will restore itself to its default state, and you'll have access to the left and right side of your brain. You'll become balanced in your mood and attitude, and your body chemistry will become balanced also, just by slowing your heart down. Now, you've got no direct connection from your mind to your heart, but what you can do is use the gateway to your heart, which is your breathing. If you slow your breathing down, you'll actually slow your heart down. As you slow your breathing down, your heart slows down, your mind slows down, and your body calms down, and you restore natural function, which is healing. Now, if you think of your heart as a pump, if it's got 5 trillion beats in your life, no idea if that's accurate, it probably isn't. Then if you speed your heart up by being overexcited, adrenalized and fearful, whether it's a negative state that accelerates you or a positive state that accelerates you, you're going to burn your heart out. If you use those beats in 50 years, you'll die at 50. If you slow your heart down, you'll probably get to 18, 90, as a lot of my grandparents did. So I'm definitely learning and developing the ability to slow down, calm down, breathe slowly, and remove anything from my life that speeds my heart up other than fun things. And even though I do things quickly in my body, my mind is calm, peaceful, and operating at peak state, and my heart is slow. I can slow my pulse right down. If you take your pulse and watch the second hands on a clock for 15 seconds, count how many beats your pulse is for 15 seconds, then multiply it by 4, and that's beats per minute. And a guy wants to be 65, 63, 68, yeah? A lady, 60, 58, 62. Guy's pulse is slightly higher. If you're up in the 70s, 80s, 90s in your pulse rate, and this is a resting test, sitting down, taking your pulse, if you've got an accelerated pulse, you're probably going to have a shorter life, because your heart is a pump, it has a life expectancy, and if you slow it down, you'll live longer. So your number one goal should be to do everything that gives you a longer, healthy life. I don't want to live till I'm 80, 90, 100 with ill health. I want to have quality of life. So number one goal is to live a long, healthy life. And I find that if I'm pleased and eased, and I'm happy with my day, and live harmoniously with what's going on around me, and don't allow things on the outside to make me turbulent on the inside, then I feel far better with that. And currently, because of things that are going on in my life, as I say, August 2017 isn't just the month that we're reviewing everything in the Mind Body Spirit group, it's also the month that me, Mike Garner, is moving house. So there's a massive upheaval there. I'm looking at everything that I've collected and collated. A bit of a magpie. I love stuff that I find interesting. Around this room are crystals and Chinese and Japanese artifacts, stuff from Thailand and stuff that I've got from all over the world, India, spiritual stuff. I love my gadgets, I love my musical instruments, I love my books. So I've got lots and lots of stuff, and I'm beginning to realise that although I try and live a non-materialistic life, in other words, I'm not too bothered about what curtains I've got, what sofas I've got, and stuff like that. I do like the stuff that I like, and I've collected it. So over the last 30, 40, 50 years of my life, since I've been an adult, able to buy things for myself in my own home, I've collected all sorts of stuff. Plus I've got stuff from my parents and my grandparents and my aunties and uncles who've all passed over now. So I've inherited this. I find it very hard to get rid of it, but it's clutter and it's on your mind. And if it's on your mind, it affects your body. You've got to clear your mind, and to have a clear mind space, You've got to have a clear living space. So I'm really grateful that this time in my life, I'm auditing everything that I own, that I'm realizing and deciding, something I've taught for a long time, that you don't need all this stuff. Quite a long time ago, I got rid of a lot of other stuff, but this stuff also that I've got now, that I've held on to, I'm realizing now that it's time to let that go. Maybe that's a good hint and tip for you to clear the decks, to spring clean your house. Doesn't have to be spring, although it is. Well, it's summer really. But before we go into autumn, winter, to clear the decks, to spring clean your house, and therefore allow your mind to be crystal clear of clutter as well. Because you can't have peace of mind when you've got clutter and chaos in your workplace or your home. So I'm finding this very therapeutic, auditing what I've got and deciding what I want to take forward. So you can do that mentally and you can do it physically and practically also. So this is very balancing for me. Now, my heart chakra is my fourth chakra. I've got to do all this with love, because the fourth chakra is the point of balance. There's 3 chakras below and 3 chakras above. If you don't understand that, contact me and I'll explain it to you. But where I'm coming from with that is that I know that if I do everything with love, balance between the practical, the physical and the spiritual, because the spiritual comes in through the crown chakra and the earthly stuff comes in through the root chakra, and it meets at my heart. And if I do things from love, if I love what I'm doing, then some of these tasks that I find difficult in the past, if I can like these things, if I can find pleasure and be pleased and ease, as I said right at the very beginning of this presentation, then I find that this cleansing and clearing and decluttering becomes therapy. It's very therapeutic. And so when you're going about a task, find the spiritual reason for it and find purpose and significance to do it. And if you can't, maybe it's not the right time to do it, or maybe you should delegate it or get somebody else to do it. But you should love what you do and do what you love. And then that makes physical tasks a lot easier. So in setting goals, the first goal is to live a long, healthy life. And if you're pleased and eased, you certainly will help yourself become healthy in your body, healthy in your mind, emotionally balanced, and by doing things that you love, living on purpose, purposely finding pleasure in everything, then that enables you to live a heartfelt life. You don't have stress, you don't have fear, you don't have anxiety, you have peace of mind, a calm body, and that's very healing. Now, once you've achieved that for yourself, I recommend, and what I do, is I radiate that from me. I take responsibility for my own moods, and I've learnt how to, and I teach how to protect yourself from other people having a negative influence on you, having a negative influence on me. But what you've got to do is be very careful that you don't have a negative influence on anybody else, because you're very powerful. Just by spreading doom and gloom and gossip, just by expressing maybe your point of view as if you're some authority, which you're not. You're only an authority for yourself. You're only an expert on yourself. You are your own best expert, but you shouldn't really be telling anybody else what to do. You should leave them alone, because by telling them what to do, it's sort of controlling them. And you shouldn't control people. You don't want to be controlled, so don't control others. You could say something to somebody today about something, about somebody, express an opinion that's negative, and that will sit with them and will influence them. And it's possible they could make a critical decision today based on what you might think is supportive comment, but actually is negative and destructive and not kind. And in the future, you might change your mind, but you can't go back and undo the damage that you've done, or that comment that you've placed in that person's consciousness, and put that situation right. If somebody says, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to see this person, and then you start to berate that person, you start to run that person down, or say, well, I wouldn't do that, I did that, or in my opinion this, in my opinion that. They might do something based on your negativity, on your non-constructive, non-kind, non-loving comments that could change the course of their life. And I know that I don't want to have that responsibility. So as much as being kind and loving and balanced for myself is beneficial, be kind, loving and balanced for everybody else. Don't start telling people how clever you are and what you've learned and what you've done unless it's positive and kind. Empower people, but certainly don't moan and complain. Because if you do, you're changing their karma. It's not your place to do that. So in my opinion, my message today for you is to please and ease yourself and make health, energy, love and kindness your number one goal. Do things that make you happy, and then spread that joy and happiness and do things that make other people happy. It's far better to say nothing than say something unkind. If you have an opportunity to be kind or right, always be kind. Don't worry about being right. If you want to be agreeable, then be quick to agree with people. Don't look for arguments. Don't argue with yourself. I think the reason that I've been moved to make this presentation is because at the moment I'm very, very mindful of what's important and what's not. And stuff is completely irrelevant. And although I've been teaching that for decades, it's never been more significant than maybe this last couple of weeks when I've just sold my house and I'm on the move, and all the stuff that I've collected that I identify myself with, I'm shedding. I'm getting rid of it. It's like peeling the layers off an onion and getting to the core. Now, what's at the core of you? What are you all about? And what I would suggest that you should be all about is about love and kindness. I hope that one day when I am not on this earth and I'm in spirit, that I'm going to leave a lot more than just stuff to my children. I want my legacy to not be money and things. I want it to be thoughts, concepts, love and positive, happy memories. Because you can always replace things, but you are irreplaceable, invaluable. But what are you? When you've switched this off, if you haven't already, then I want you to consider maybe what's important to you. What do you really want to have in your life? What do you really want to be in your life? What do you want to become? How do you want to behave? And what do you want to do and who do you want to do it with? And then look at what that's creating for you, because if you're working, you should be working to live and not living to work. And if you're in a relationship, it should be one that's mutually loving and supportive so that you get the best out of your partner by supporting them, and they should be supporting you to get the best out of you. It's the yin and the yang. And in terms of your work, it's no good thinking, one day I'm going to be happy. When I've come out of this job, I'm working for this and I'm working for that, and sometime in the future, this is going to make me happy. Be happy now. If what you're doing in any area of your life isn't pleasing and easing you, then I would suggest that that's a clue. Maybe you're either doing the wrong thing or you've got the wrong frame of mind doing that thing. Quite often you can continue doing what you're currently doing, but if you shift your thinking and come from love, this heartfelt balance, as I mentioned before, rather than doing it bombastically physically and wearing yourself out or making it, a complete head mess. so that it's just confusing and just irritating in your mind all the time. Balance your head and your physicality and come from the heart. And if you can't start to get your passion back and start to love your relationships, your jobs, your lifestyle, your hobbies, your recreations, your commitments, your family, your relationships, then step back and ask yourself, why is this? Because I believe that the universe, which is perfect, is giving you that resistance. It's giving you that stress and tension as a gift to tell you that you shouldn't be doing it. You see, if I put my hand in a fire, which would be stupid, the pain burns my flesh. And the pain is a warning, don't put your hand in the fire because you'll burn your flesh. Now, stress and tension is a gift. Stress and tension is telling you that you're doing something wrong or you're thinking something wrong. Quite often, the world, the universe, society will tell you, well, that's okay, take a pill. Take an Anodin Extra. Take a paracetamol. Take a Meprazole. Take Gaviscon. Take all these things that you can get. Keep eating crap food. Put up with your crap life. Work 9 till 5 and sometimes longer until you're 65, 66, 67. Probably by the time you get your pension, you'll have to be 85 the way it's going with the world. Watch crap television programs that tell you that you're not too bad, that everybody's the same. Doom and gloom, gossip, arguments, disgusting stuff. That's life. It's not, trust me, but that's what it's being projected to you. Settle for this. Take your medication. Shut up, put up, know your place, and get on with it. Well, I don't agree with that. I think you're very powerful, because I know I am, and there's no difference between me and you. And you're unlimited, and I am, because there's no difference between me and you. You can do anything that you want, and I've proven that in my life. And if you don't know how to have, be, and do what you want, or move towards it with a process, then contact me, or connect with Kat, my daughter, and we'll explain to you how we do it, because we're living examples of this mindset, this spiritual way of living in harmony with elemental forces, mental processes, using NLP, hypnosis, self-hypnosis, CBT, and using goal setting in every area of your life so that you don't just goal set, you goal get. So you get what you deserve and what you need and what you want. And you help other people do the same by the law of reciprocity, which is the reciprocal law, which means if you help other people, then they'll help you create a positive team. Get away from all these negative people who stab you in the back, disrespect you, don't value you, criticise you, score points. Get away from them, as I've said before. Because those relationships don't please and ease you. They annoy you, they piss you off. You don't want to be pissed off. As I say, when life is shit and shit comes at you, you shift. And the way that you do that is that you don't behave in the way that the world tells you to. You behave in the way that God tells you to. God is the grand organising designer. And there's lots of ancient shamanic wisdom, Druidian wisdom, Wiccan wisdom, which teaches you a better way. And it's a powerful way, and it works by using meditation, not medication, by using self-control and not giving your control away, by being responsible and acting and not reacting. So I've said a lot. It was a short presentation that's now probably gone on for 25 minutes, and I'm sure if you're still here with me watching this, that there'll be lots of questions, so put them in the comments box below. And, you know, if you're in my Mind, Body, Spirit group watching this, then well done. Keep at it. We've got lots more to do. We're gaining in strength, knowledge and confidence and vibration. And if you're not in my group, then contact me if you want to be. But you don't have to be. You can find your own path. But if you seek tutors, make sure that they are durus, not gurus. So people posting stuff, love and light and all this sort of stuff, but are they love and light? Are they good role models? Can you see in their life, in their relationships, in their health, in the way that they are, that they are benefiting, that they've got the fruits, if you like, of their belief systems, of their actions? Or are they out of control, angry? Are they pretending? Lots of people pretending. Lots of people pretending in business. Lots of people pretending in politics. Lots of people pretending in religions and belief systems. The authentic ones will be bright, shiny people, happy people. The kids will love them. They'll be successful. And that's not just in bank balance or in status. You'll know them because they'll stand out. They will be outstanding. They will be charismatic. They will be inspirational. And so can you be. You probably already are. And if you want to know more, contact me on any of the contact numbers that's on the page where you're viewing this presentation. So I'm going to get on with my house move. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Vimeo. Follow me on YouTube and also on Facebook. And as I go forward, let's do it together. Let's create a loving, powerful, vibrational team in a world that's quite dark. We can be the light that the world needs, and it starts with you and me. So keep checking in for more wisdom from me, Mike Garner, from MrMikeGarner.com. Take care. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.